Can y'all stop coming to our country?
Y'all need that for the economy.
Just stop. Like, we know, because we've been watching it our whole lives, we know that your own government don't like Black Americans. We know that unless you are very wealthy in that country, that they don't care about you guys. That at best, you're living in a very okay situation. If you're middle class, you still got poor cousins and poor aunties and poor uncles, right? So I hate to see when y'all get your little monies, whether you affirmed it, you put on your credit card, or you went into some new money. I hate to see y'all come to what you consider third world countries and try to flex on locals. I hate to see it. What are you guys doing? You know how this thing is all skin folk and kin folk?
Like, Jamaica's a good time to visit, but them folks don't really fuck Black Americans.
True that.
They don't really like us.
True that.
Okay? So
they want us to just come visit, go back home. Yeah.
They don't really want us to come.
No, they don't.
Come chill out and hang out and co-mingle and pull up the dance hall and jump off the second floor, dance with they bitch and shit.
Tourism supports a huge part of the country. A lot of people depend on that money to survive. Now, imagine if all of these Black Americans decide to stop going to Jamaica. The impact it's gonna have to everyday Jamaicans. Just because of these narratives that are being spread by those immigrants, most of them not even living in Jamaica. Most of these immigrants are staying either in the UK or in the USA. Now, I want us to hear from these Black Americans responding to these immigrants coming back at the end.
I think it's very ironic and very rich coming from a Jamaican woman that probably does not spend majority of her time in Jamaica, because you got other videos where you're talking with a straight American accent. You look really Americanized. You look great, by the way. But what do you mean stop coming to the country? Y'all's economy is solely driven by tourism. Are you basically saying like, oh, we only want the whitey to put their foot in our ass? We only want the Asian and the Chinese to come over and continue to steal and you basically own all of our beaches and all of our ports, because y'all don't own shit over there talking about our government doesn't like us? You can't even, your beaches are privatized, love. You can't even go on your beaches unless you probably pay or unless you probably get a day pass from one of the resorts. So how do you look down on Americans talking about how our government treats y'all, where I see videos of you all selling your goods and products on the street while the Chinese are the ones with the stores, and they looking at you as an overseer, making sure that they don't even let y'all like count the money and work the till. That's what y'all call it out there, the till. We call it the cash register. And I've been to Jamaica a couple of times. You also went on to say how we're so rude and we're entitled. I've been to Jamaica a few times. I've stayed in a villa. I've stayed on a resort. And getting off the plane starting in the goddamn airplanes. So rude. There's a running joke about how rude Jamaicans are. Like literally. People will be like, oh, I want to go. There's literally people making skits going into Jamaican restaurants to get oxtail or jerk chicken or whatever else it is and getting the most horrific customer service ever. But they still, frequent because we all Black. You said skin folk and kinfolk. We all Black and the food is good. We not all Jamaican restaurants got good food, but you picking up what I'm putting down. I've literally been on resorts where they've not wanted to service me, but they will run behind the white people real quick fast. And our money spends green. We tip and do all of the same shit like everybody else. But it's just because we have the same hue of complexion. Y'all feel like y'all don't have to give us the best customer service. I'm talking about generally speaking, because y'all act like y'all give the best customer service. I've literally sat at restaurants for an hour waiting for my food because y'all move like molasses. Not all, but I'm just talking about my own personal experience. One time I went out there with a friend and he was so pissed off at the disgusting demeanor of some of the Jamaican people that worked at the resort. We just had to walk it off. I'm like, it's okay. Like, let's just walk away. One time I got on the line and I was asking her about something that was on the menu. She pointed to the menu, wouldn't even fucking utter a word to me. But when the white people came, hi, oh yes, good morning, man. Not all, because I did come across a few that was very nice. But in general, Jamaicans are known for having nasty attitudes and bad customer service. Like, let's call a spade a spade. The average median salary for a Jamaican in USD is like literally not even $5,000 a year. So you need to stop that. That highbrow, and that's what we be talking about. Like, you looking down on people talking about your government. So stop that. I've seen the conditions that a lot of y'all live in with my own two eyes.
So yeah, she's 100% correct, right? We are in the belly of the beast. We have people that's trying to undermine us. We have people that's trying to do things systematically. We have people that's trying to do all of these things. But even with that, we are still the richest black people on earth, right? We don't have our own black country and still at the bottom, right? We are in the belly of the beast and still able to persevere through adversity, not only for ourselves, but for other people like her to flee the country and be able to be prosperous, right? And so she want to talk about our poor family members, right? But even those poor family members, and we can go with the 2010, the 2015 minimum wage, which I think was about $7 an hour. Let's go with those minimum wages, right? Not 2025 minimum wage. So even with that, right? If we were to go those numbers, our family members at those minimum wage, right, will make what they make in a year at $6,500 in 2 months, right? Maybe 3 the most, right? So our poorest in 2 or 3 months will make what a lot of these people make in a year. As a matter of fact, all of the Caribbean, if you put them all together, they still doesn't equate to a fraction of our 1.9 to 2.6 trillion dollars. And understand our 1.9 to 2.6 trillion dollars is our GDP. That's what we spend. That's when we feel like I want to get a Gucci, I want to get a Louis, I want to get this, right? When we feel like spending, we're not talking about the assets we have, the 6 trillion plus dollars in assets that we have. A lot of people watch too much of the YT media. So the YT media will have you think of all the black Americans are super poor and this, that, and the third, not understanding that only 17.9% of black Americans are living in poverty. The rest is middle to upper class, right? And so we have a certain standard of how we live. And a lot of people in the so-called diaspora, which I don't believe we part of that diaspora. Our diaspora is our people that leave out to the different countries. But anyway, the problem with the diaspora is that we live a different reality, and they don't understand that we are living in that reality, right? They think that we're operating through their lens. So when we go over there and we operate how we normally operate, they look at it as being stush or sedity or whatever. But we have a certain standard which we expect because you are your own black nation. You should be at a certain standard because you don't have nobody undermining you in the government and certain systems that's undermined. You don't have none of that, right? We was able to make it with being in the belly of the beast. So we go over, we expecting certain things. When she keeps saying flexing, we're not flexing, ma'am. This is how we really live our life. And so when we go out to these different countries, we expecting that same standard because this is how we was able to make these things happen. A lot of the first world inventions and the things that make the United States the first world, from the doorknob to the refrigerator to the street lights, are because of black Americans, right? And that's with, again, being in the belly of the beast. So if we were able to do that in the belly of the beast, we looking at y'all like, what y'all doing? Don't get mad at us. We expecting greatness, right? And so we come there and things are not really... We looking at y'all like, what's going on? And another thing I want to talk about, she's saying that, well, you know, this family is staying here while they could have been at home. Well, that's because that y'all depend on tourism. And so they had no choice but to be there. That's not an option. Like, you know, I feel like going home. No, y'all depend on tourism. That's where the bulk of y'all money come from. Y'all can't really produce outside of tourism. So therefore, they have to stay there and do what they have to do. Don't make it seem like it was an option and they just did it because good old trying to go and help good old black Americans. No, they had to do it because they had to make that black American dollar from tourism. So don't get mad at us. We looking at y'all at a different light. And when you don't meet that standard and then it's like it's below our standards, it is what it is. I mean, I don't get where the anger extends from. I don't get what the anger is about. I don't get why she's mad. It is what it is. I think she should be mad at that hurricane, right? Off the backs of my ancestors, she able to be able to come over here and be prosperous. She should use that privilege, that money, that resources off the backs of my ancestors and be worried about galvanize our people that's over here in the United States that had the money and resources off the back of my ancestors and start helping people in Jamaica. That should be the video that go viral. Not talking about black Americans. Y'all got to get your priorities together, man. Y'all. So I didn't realize I recorded with the picture still up, but I'm going to leave it as is. But one thing I'm going to say is this, right? The person that said that wasn't even black American. That's the kicker. But this is how crazy people are ready to talk about black Americans.
Did your parents tell you not to be like black Americans?
Yep.
And what was your response?
My response was every fucking day. Every day.
Wow.
It just, in the house, you would just, if you do anything, you act like a Yankee them. You act like American people them. Okay. All right. You know what? We need to send you back to Jamaica. Remind you who you are.
Wow.
Everything.
Wow.
You don't want to be nameless.
You don't want to be like Black Americans.
This is the thing. Get preached to you like how they say no.
Wow. What did they say, like, as far as, like, behavioral patterns of Black Americans? What was the
The main thing they would say is being lazy.
Okay.
You don't want to be lazy.
Got
Like
it.
American. Like American president. That's what they say because it's a stereotype. And sometimes I do have American friends. I have friends all different nationalities, right? But sometimes, because America is so privileged, so I'm not blaming with them. So I'm not like siding it. I think it's the leader in me that's making clear to what you over there. You realize what they have. So you can kind of laze about. They're like, it's weird in me. Well, like, weird. America.
But they're just like, oh, Americans are so entitled. And I'm like, and of course it's a melanin rich Jamaican woman going off. And you could hear the disdain in her voice. And it seems like she's mostly talking about Black Americans. But there's white Americans out there that's making content that's trying to capitalize off of it. But they never have the same smoke for white people. And I'm just really like, what the hell? And then like, she been making content, this one in particular that I saw, been making content disparaging, talking down on and talking shit about Black Americans. But yet you're sitting here comfortably in your bed, nice and dry, in America, talking about how you can't stand America and you hate America. So why are you here? Like, you don't know where your dad is? Go back to Jamaica then. Like, you might not be able to catch a flight now, but as soon as you can, you should go back to your country and stay there. Help rebuild, stay with your family and get away from us entitled Americans that you absolutely...
There is so much disdain for Black Americans everywhere. Oh, that racism exists, but it's weird when you experience it from people that look like you. Like, I don't understand what Black Americans have done so bad that makes other people, especially the ones that we share the same skin color and features. I don't understand what we did to make them dislike us so much. I see a lot of people that look just like me. It's like they're almost treating me worse than the people. And I don't understand. Somebody help me understand what it is that Black Americans do to other cultures and people around the world that just makes them have so much hate for us. It's weird. I feel like Black Americans, we are so welcoming and embracing toward everybody. We want to include everybody. And I just feel like everybody wants to exclude us, or even the people that look just like us. The only thing is they speak a different language. I want to know what it is about Black Americans that people just don't like. Even though we look the same, even though if you put us side by side, nobody would know that you're a Afro Latina or versus me. Like, no one would know because we have all the same features and we have the same skin color. And again, I don't want this to be taken like I'm talking about everyone. I've met some amazing, nice people where I am specifically and just all over. But aside from the normal type of racism that is experienced, it's very off-putting and like it makes me sad when it's from people that look just like me. It's sad.
Black American famous people, Black American rapper and singer sending y'all billions and millions of dollars, sending mad aid to y'all. But y'all got so much to say about Black Americans. You got Black American people who have our own struggle here in America, but people still go to different places and donate and send you bare things to help you out with your situation. But you got so much bad mouth and bad things to say about Black Americans. It's embarrassing and it's disgusting to say. Especially in America, when people badmouth Jamaica and people badmouth Africa, it be us standing up for y'all. But y'all don't even have the sympathy and the care and the heart enough to stand up for Black Americans. We so sick and tired. The Black Americans fight for everybody. Every fight that they have in the world, y'all expect Black Americans to stand up and fight for y'all and be a voice for y'all because we've been doing it since the abolishment of slavery. But as soon as y'all get a chance, y'all want to badmouth Black Americans. But y'all allow Chinamen to come into your community and don't do nothing but rape your community. Buy up all the grocery store, buy up all the things and charge you whatever price they want to charge you. But y'all don't care about that. What the China people sending y'all? What they doing in y'all communities to help y'all? Answer that for me. The white people that come to our community and milk up the community and build up mad tourist things, knowing that the people in Jamaica can't afford it because y'all not even getting paid the salaries to afford the prices that they're charging for that, all the places that they're building out, all the modern buildings that they're building out there with the modern apartments. Very few Jamaicans can afford that type of living. What are they doing for y'all communities in Jamaica? Since Jamaica is just so all that. And y'all in Black American just all these bad people that y'all claim that we are. Let's be for real, because I always supported Jamaica. I always looked out for Jamaica. I have property in Jamaica. I employ people in Jamaica, and I always show love to Jamaica. But now I'm really second guessing what I'm doing for a country of people that don't even like us for real. Let's be serious.
What is the definition of lazy? And they keep saying, oh, my family came here and they got a house and they got a car. That's normal. That's normal to y'all. Having a house and a car is like the pillar of success, because where you come from, those things are not easily obtainable, or it is that much harder. And I'm not saying it's just easier walking in the park to get a house and a car. No, you definitely have to do what you got to do to get those things. But so many of us are doing that we don't look at that as a precursor to being better than anybody else. It's very odd to me. Being an adulting, getting yourself the bare minimum, getting the basic necessities of life means that you're so successful. Being a nurse means that you're just so much better than everybody else. Because you went to college, that means you're better than Black Americans. That's literally created HBCUs. You wouldn't even be able to go to a PWI or HBCU as a person with dark skin if Black Americans did not fight for rights. We got to keep saying this because these people are delusional at this point. And not all, because not all of them are like that. So I'm not going to sit up here and say all of them, because there are some in the comments that saying, I don't know what's going on. Why even compare? Why is there even a comparison? We not sitting up here just thinking about y'all comparing ourselves to y'all. We don't do that. The only time you will ever hear any of us saying anything is when y'all talk crazy. So we're going to say something back. And then for the people saying, oh, just ignore them, don't say nothing. Oh, no. Why do people get to just talk crazy and we just supposed to take it and continuously keep taking it? That's not okay. Y'all need to go in those other people's comment sections and tell them to stop, bro. Talking about, oh, this diaspora awards y'all keep. We don't keep nothing. If this lady didn't make that video, I wouldn't have made a video because I wouldn't have had nothing to make. I wouldn't have had nothing to respond to. Y'all act like some of y'all are not living in regular apartments. I grew up in Brooklyn, New York. I grew up surrounded by Caribbeans. Some of my best friends are Caribbean people. They lived in regular apartments. They slept in rooms with bunk beds with all of their siblings like everybody else. They drove regular cars. If they had cars, a lot of them get on the train and get on the bus like everybody else. Some of them are babysitters as older women. Some of them work in fast food restaurants. Some of them might be a CNA. Y'all are acting like every single last one of y'all is a millionaire. That is a blatant lie. It's a lie you got to tell yourself because you are in this weird competition with Black Americans. We are not in competition with you. Stop trying to compete. It's weird. It is weird. We've always supported you. We supported your carnivals. We supported your businesses. White people is not eating your Jamaican food like that. So who's keeping you open? It's not just your kind that's eating your food and shopping at your stores and helping you to become the success that you claim you are in America. Like, stop. Just stop. We have not done anything to you. Y'all are mad at the wrong people. Go get mad at Great Britain. Go be mad at the Crown. Go be mad at the Chinaman and the Indian man that's buying up your beaches right now. Why y'all don't ever have smoke for those people? It's weird to me.
Alright guys, I'm gonna give a message to Jamaicans who are watching me right now. I'm gonna speak to you directly because this is something that needs to be addressed. What we are seeing online from some Jamaican immigrants telling Black Americans not to go to Jamaica, that does not give a good look to Jamaica. And I am saying this with respect because this kind of message from those Jamaican immigrants does not represent Jamaica that all of us know and love. Jamaica has always had a strong relationship with the Black American community. This is not something new. This is something that has been built over years through culture, culture, music, shared history, and mutual respect. I know that a lot of Black Americans love Jamaica. They go there for the vibes, for the music, for the beaches, for the food, for the culture. Many of them go there to relax, to connect, experience something that feels familiar but unique at the same time. And when they go there, they don't just go there and look around. They spend money. They stay in hotels, they book Airbnbs, they take taxis, they buy food from local restaurants, they support street vendors, they attend events, these carnival events in Jamaica. They participate in a bunch of festivals there in Jamaica. That money goes directly into the hands of everyday Jamaican who depend on tourism to survive. And let's not ignore the fact that tourism is one of the biggest pillars of Jamaican economy. We are talking about billions of dollars coming in every year, and a large percentage of those tourists come from America, many of them Black Americans. So when these immigrants come here on internet and speak confidently, addressing Black Americans, telling them don't come to Jamaica, every person who reasons have to ask, do they really understand what they are saying? Because this is not just social media talk. This will affect Jamaicans in real life. If a significant numbers of those tourists decide to say, you know what, we are not welcome, let's go somewhere else. Let's go to Trinidad and Tobago. Let's go to Maldives. Let's go to Dubai. That decision will not just disappear in air. Jamaican hotels will feel it. Taxi drivers will feel it. Tour guides in Jamaica will feel it. Street vendors, small businesses, all of them will feel the impact of these tourists not going to Jamaica. And there will be a ripple effect in Jamaica, since the biggest percentage of Jamaican economy depends on tourism. And it is not just about tourism either. There are many Black Americans who invest money in Jamaica. Many of them own vacation homes. Some invest in real estate. They buy properties there, rental properties. Some build businesses. They bring long-term economic value, not just short-term spending. So when these kinds of negative messages are pushed online, it will not only affect Jamaican tourism, it can even affect investment decisions of many of these Americans who are planning to invest their money in Jamaica in the future. And here is the biggest problem that I have with this situation. Many of these immigrants who are speaking act like they are speaking for all Jamaicans. And according to what I know, it is not true. Because from what I've seen over years, many Jamaicans are friendly, they are welcoming, they are respectful, very, very respectful. I have some Jamaican friends. I can tell you they are very respectful and they genuinely appreciate the presence of Black Americans in their country. But when few of these voices go online and start pushing these negative narratives, it starts to paint a picture that Jamaica is not welcoming, even though we know that Jamaica is very welcoming in real life. But you have to understand that this negative message will create a perception among Americans, especially Black Americans. And you have to understand that sometimes perception matters than the reality. Because once people start feeling like they're not welcoming somewhere, what do? They stop going there. And when they stop going there, that is when the real impact begins. And this is why I'm saying this. It's not about attacking Jamaicans. It's not about disrespecting Jamaicans. This is about being honest about the impact of what these Jamaican immigrants are saying online. And when these words keeps being repeated by these immigrants for many times, it will start shaping decisions of many American tourists. So Jamaicans, as some of your brothers are creating videos looking down on Black Americans, spreading negative message about the Black American community, I want you also to create videos telling Black Americans how you respect their history, how you respect them, and how you would like them to visit your country. Jamaica is known as a beautiful country, full of culture, full of life, full of energy. I know many people around the world respect it and admire it. I personally would like to come and visit Jamaica one day. But this message from your brothers and sisters in the diaspora disrespecting Black Americans is only harming your reputation, and that's why I need you to call it out. That was it for today, guys. Jamaicans, Black Americans, your brothers and sisters, what do Jamaicans and Black Americans share in common? Do these communities have had unity in the past? Let me know what you think down there in the comment section. So that was it for today. Mr. CA signing off. Ciao.